Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Backfire Simsport TV. I'm Clyde Whiting, and tonight we bring you the official iRacing Supercar series the Friday night European Strength of Field race, live from the marvellous Charlotte Roval. So, in the box with me tonight, I have the man named the serial killer of surnames, Pete Bingham.
Good evening, everybody. Try and pin your eyelids to your eyebrows because you're not going to want to miss any of this.
We also have Holy Mackerel himself, Bill Switzer.
Good evening, everybody. This ought to be quite a show. There's going to be a lot of hurt feelings, but it ought to be very interesting.
And doing the bells and whistles in the background, we have our very own Silent Sam Boozin.
I just said good evening all, but yeah, in silent mode.
Now, Pete and Bill, I'm just going to let you talk about this for 5 minutes while I sort out my technical issues.
So, Bill, Roval 400 at Charlotte. They have changed this track, I think a couple of times, as in iRacing have. I was out there a bit earlier and you watched my shenanigans. It's very, very slippy. The curbs are massive. The curbs are dangerous to get anywhere near. What's your opinion on it?
I really, as crazy as it seems, I really love this kind of stuff. I really do. It just changes the whole perspective about racing, to be honest with you. It's kind of a Mickey Mouse setup, but it's really, really neat. I mean, you got to use your head here. I'll tell you one thing. I think one of the biggest problems is you got to take this thing really gently, even though it seems like you got to rush this thing. I think you got to be really gentle and careful and not try to do things that you're unable to do. It's just, and you know, to survive through this thing and not get hit and banged and stuff, it's going to be quite an experience. Or going to be very difficult. I really like it. I'm looking forward to it very much, Pete.
Yeah, and it's a reasonably unique Roval track, isn't it? A track around an oval because it's got elevation change all the way through it, and you don't often get that. The tarmac's very slick. These cars are very powerful, and you've not just got like at Daytona, you've got the transition onto the oval. You've got some of these rises and falls that we've just seen. Who are we on board with? Tony going through. It makes it a massive challenge to keep your wheels from spinning up, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll tell you, I think the original infield section of the road course section of Charlotte, I thought it was horrible and never liked it. It was stupid. But they've used a lot of the elements of it, and by adding a couple impossible chicanes here and there and using part of the oval, I think it's a really nice formula. I was amazed that NASCAR would race this, to be honest with you. But I think you're going to see it in the schedule, and I think you're going to see it every year, maybe even once or twice. So looking forward to it. These cars are very similar to NASCAR type cars, maybe like an Xfinity type car, and so it ought to be a really good show, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right about the style of car and the amount of power it puts down. It is going to be very similar to that. It's almost like you need to be terrified of your own gas pedal at certain points. Just stay well clear of it and don't press the brake too hard and kind of tickle the car around the track.
Yeah, and also the Xfinity cars have better tires than the V8 Supercars, so they even have more of a dance around this really tricky course. So, as I said, it's gonna reveal a lot of stuff we haven't seen before, I think.
Yeah.
Right, I'm back, guys. My technical issues have been sorted because I'm such a genius.
His technical issues was that he went for some more cake, I think.
Just one quick thought I've had. I just got the track map up, and it's looking like a mini Daytona now.
It's getting that way, isn't it? I've just seen the back of Ivan Bauman's car. That's class. Can you get a shot of the rear of that car?
Is that please don't hit me?
No, he's changed it.
Oh. Grumpy old fart.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Is he talking about Bill?
Probably.
I think he's talking about you, to be honest, Clive. Yeah, it's very much getting towards the Daytona Roval, only you've got more elevation change on this track.
Yeah, possibly. So just looking at the track map, it's you've got the this chicane that he's going through now is obviously where the bus stop would be at Daytona. Turn one where you go infield, then you've got that little sort of circular bit in the middle there. Then you're back out on the oval. Then you've got the chicane on the back. It's all getting very, very similar. Where are we? We're in qualifying anyway. So
we are, and we've got some new names in here. So have we seen Martin Kerfs before?
No.
That's a new name for me to butcher later on.
Jason McSparron.
Don't know that one. Definitely not. Juan Lopez Ripoll.
Yeah. Anakin Daly Stevenson. I believe that is Andrew Hoffman's stepson.
That'll be interesting. And Dominic Barnes? Has he been in before?
No, not seen him before either.
Okay.
So just quickly before we come to the end of qualifying, our unofficial standings. We'll just have a quick look at the top five. Tony Kloosterman currently leads the way, but he's had a couple of bad runs. So Wayne Sanderson has closed the gap. So it's really between them two with this week and next week to go. Then comes Ant Woodward all on his own in third. And then Kevin Honorato jumped past Marco Luert last week. And then the rest are sixth.
The rest are sixth. I like it. That's good.
Where are we in qualifying as we come towards the end? So Tony Kloosterman currently sits on provisional pole. Yancey Lin, who was umming and ahhing whether or not to race, and I say weather because he's got some pretty bad storms where he is, and the electricity supply is a little bit on and off. Mark Duggan in third, Marcus Bletz fourth, and Stephen Walker in fifth. And these are now confirmed starting positions. Tyler Newitt goes off sixth, Kevin Honorato seventh, Adam Wright eighth, Gary Craig, well done Gary Craig in ninth, well done Mike Frost in 10th, and Woodward in 11th, and Martin Kerfs in 12th.
Have we got time for the rest?
Go for it.
13th will be Marco Luert. Dean Flavel in 14th, Kevin Duell in 15th, Miro Hraski in 16th, 17th will be Ivan Bauman's. Anakin Daly Stevenson will be 18th. Dominic Barnes will be 19th. Jason McSparron in 20th. Kent Soroto in 21st. And Juan Lopez Ripoll in 22nd.
Well done. So, cars are gridding. We await the lights. Trying to find Tony then, but he was hiding behind my scoring tower. Let's hope it's cleaner than last week.
Yeah, last week was a bit of
rough and tumble.
A little bit, yeah. Quite a lot of time waiting. We're waiting on Dean Flavel, Kent Soroto, and Juan Lopez Ripoll at the minute. Is this a tactic, do you think, Bill, to keep the tyres as hot as possible?
Well, I don't know. I find it hard to believe, but maybe. I guess a lot of the people do that.
Okay, lights are coming on. Green, green, green. We're away. I have go. That's it. It's back. We're going to
Yep.
have no idea what's going on, but
Oh,
that-
dear.
Oh,
Is
somebody
that
just.
Dean?
that
Was
the
that?
wall?
Is that Dean Flavel? No, Kevin
I
Duell.
believe- Kevin Duell, yeah.
Yeah,
Boy, he sideswiped that wall hard.
he did.
It was a good getaway from Tony Kloosterman. He's due some luck. I did tell him today that he's due a win, so let's hope I haven't cursed him.
Here we got Stephen Walker and Marcus Blitz.
Whoa!
Oh,
Somebody sideways going in.
someone's just straight line.
Mike Bust.
Mike.
Yeah, you get a lovely 5-second slowdown for that, so expect Mike to be somewhere towards the back.
Make him happy.
Is that Kevin Honorato, like, diving out of the way then as well?
Yeah.
I don't know whether he ended up with a slowdown as well.
Looked like
Gary-
he pulled way off the line.
Yeah, Gary Craig's going to close in on him. That's Marco Loert lining up Martin Kerfs, or trying to. Martin seems to be quite handy around here. We don't know anything about him yet. Stephen Walker in the thick of it here. Yuanci Lin is quite far back now, is he? He set off in second.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
lost 3 places.
Oh, and there's
That's
Martin.
Martin Kerf. So
Ooh, and there's somebody else in the distance.
He made sparks.
Jason
well done, Pete,
McSparrow.
with the commentator's curse there.
Yeah, it's good stuff, isn't it?
Here
Charge
we-
extra for that. Oh, he got a
yeah,
nudge.
He
Did
did,
he?
didn't he? Well, it
Marco
looked like
Luert.
it.
Yeah, it was a
Marco
tickle, but it was
Luert.
enough. Yeah. No such excuse for Jason. Not too much damage on the car, but I'm sure he'll be a bit aggrieved. So Marcus Bletz in the third. He's a handy driver, so hopefully he can bridge the gap that he's currently staring at, which is 2 seconds ahead of him.
Stephen Walker is really on the tail of
He's come on leaps and bounds, hasn't he, Stephen Walker, this season?
Yeah,
Yeah, I do like the roof of Marcus Bletz's car. Big
very
salute.
good, very nice, yes.
Oh, Yancey Lynn's getting a bit tasty behind Stephen Walker now.
He sure is. Using all the track, too.
I don't know how he got that far back. He's lost 3 positions off the start line. His car doesn't look like it's carrying any damage either.
Yeah, possibly just a bit of wheel spin off the start. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see the start.
Oh,
Kevin Duval, and who was that?
is that Anakin? Anakin Daly
Johnny
Stevenson.
Walker? The Johnny Walker car?
Yeah, I think so. So Ant
This is
Woodward.
Dan Woodward and Kevin Honorato.
Kevin's gonna maintain this, is he? No, because the next turn is right-handed.
Well, Ant's flying at the moment. He's up 3 positions already, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, where did Martin Kerfs has dropped 6 places, so that might be one of the ones he's picked up.
Stephen Walker is certainly not letting go of Marcus Bletz. Or has Ant got a slowdown there?
Looks like it. Gary Craig's now, I think the term is on his 6th. Yeah.
Chuff.
Oh, he didn't get a slowdown, but he did get a whole load of curb. Now, my insider knowledge, information says stay away from those curbs because they damage the engine.
Yeah, I've had that information from somebody as well today. I've also been told that the pit window will open at the end of lap 9.
Just referring to mine now.
Oh, is that Yancey Lynn there? He had a hell of a run on Marcus Bletz. Stephen Walker's got past him.
Yes, he has.
And my insider knowledge says that the fastest laps will be immediately after the pit stop.
Yeah, it looks like Tyler Newitt's moving into this.
Oh, Yancey Lynn was well off the track there. How did he not spin? That was very well controlled.
Very carefully.
Don't we see that every time he races, though?
Pretty much, yeah.
Good to see the Vegas Golden Knights paint back again.
Yeah.
Adam Wright, who will be driving for BSTV Esports in the VRA GTCC.
Well, there's all sorts going on here, though, Clyde. Look at this. Splits on the inside of Yancey Lin.
Nice move by
Oh,
Yancey Lin, wow.
Yeah, that was Yancey Lin taking the position, actually, wasn't it?
Marcus Pletz doesn't like that at all.
No.
And just let me catch up. Good evening to Marco Lewert, who was on the chat earlier. Chris Jackson, Wayne Sanderson, Marco Nemela, Alan as well. Welcome to the chat. I know Wayne's away on holiday in Greece, enjoying some sunshine.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Should have took his rig with him.
You gotta wonder why these people don't, you know? There's only so much sunshine you can take, right?
You only need a laptop and a PlayStation controller, don't you?
Well, some of the people I've been racing around lately.
Getting all sweaty and frustrated is a hell of a lot better than sitting in the sun in a beautiful place. Come on.
Yeah, the priorities are just way off, aren't they, Bill?
That's right.
So Stephen Walker has pulled away from this group now and is quite comfortable in third place.
I think that level of comfort will diminish very quickly because Yancey Lin is lapping very, very quick now.
And Tyler Newitt is pushing on the back of
Marcus, is it?
Marcus Pletz. Yep, Marcus Pletz. I don't know why I want to call him Marco. Marcus.
Because you got Marco Lewert in here as well.
That's true.
I do a double take on these.
There's too many Marcuses and Marcos, and
Yeah, because there's a Nemela knocking around somewhere as well. Not in this race though.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Tyler knew it was sideways there.
Yep, someone's greased his tyres.
So we've got a 32 lap race for you tonight, everybody.
And they're working lap 7 at this moment. A little less than a quarter of the way through.
I'd like to do an onboard with somebody, Tony Kloosterman probably at some point, just so we can show the folks at home just how tricky this track is.
Tony's picking them up and putting them down too.
Dominic Barnes has crashed somewhere, possibly.
We have a joint top speed lap, or quickest lap. Tony Kloosterman and Mark.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was one of them. Oh shit, there was a turn there.
Yeah. He locked the brakes.
That looked like what I normally do and realised I'm not on the corner that I thought I was approaching.
That's a Nürburgring for me.
Oh, big time.
Oh, not only you. After the first few corners, I'm lost.
I've only ever seen the first few corners.
And then some of the smart guys have to combine it with the Grand Prix, the new Grand Prix course too.
Oh, yeah.
If that doesn't make it more confusing. Look at the arrow those cars get going over those.
That was tamed as well compared to some of the
I
ones.
know, really, but even at that, I mean, God, they're quite a bit off the ground.
And from what I was told, it can literally destroy your engine. There's been lots of engine failures apparently as a result of hitting those curbs.
Well,
with Martin Curfs here. Is he going to
He's-
miss the chicane?
No, it looks like he's going to make
Just
it.
a bus for position.
Yeah, he's got himself in front of Jason McSparren. Dean Flavel diving right underneath Jason as well now.
How have you not got Jason
Whoa!
McSparren wrong yet?
I don't know.
There's so many other things that you could say.
Well, I know he's not a character from Pirates of the Caribbean, so.
So I think Adam Wright's being sensible here. He's letting these two battle, seeing what happens.
Oh, this might happen. Oh, is he going to get it stopped? Oh. And there we go. That was the weirdest crash ever.
That was either he just went on his own, or it was the biggest bit of netcode you've ever seen in your life.
I think that
there
was
no contact there.
No, I think that was the most bizarre netcode I've seen in probably a couple of years. Yeah, I mean, it's like like you hit a landmine. Do you remember the old landmines? They were fun, weren't they?
They were great, yeah.
I'm just tootling down the back. Oh my God, why is my car in the air? So, like I was saying, Yancey Lynn has now caught Stephen Walker.
Yeah.
He doesn't mess about, this boy, does he?
He's very quick.
Very fast.
Yeah.
Stephen gonna give him the position in favour of... no, he's just gonna hold his line. Oh, that was weird.
That was a lot of curve.
And he's compromised his line. Yeah.
It's a done deal.
Yeah. It's almost like I said at the beginning. you wanna fear your gas pedal, and approach all of these corners ultra slow in your head, so that you can get all the pace once you've left all these corners.
Okay, Dominic Barnes is pitted.
Got somebody stopped on the side. Who was that? On the exit to pit road.
Yeah, I had a crash come up from Miro Radke.
Oh, that's who it is.
I wonder what happened there. And that's an odd place to be unless you've tagged the... Oh, look,
no front on his car.
Old front clip is...
Oh.
It's not turning, is it?
No, and he's obviously very recently before that taken a massive amount of damage.
Yeah, the front clip is missing.
I think it's more than the badge that's missing at the front.
Sure is.
So who's that flying
That's
sideways?
Mike,
That's
Mike Frost
Frost
is running
and,
around in 11th. Gary
Craig's
well.
right behind him, yeah.
Yeah, Mike's...
got damage on the right-hand side of his car.
Yeah. We saw that before, though, I think, as he straight-lined that chicane. I think he had a moment with somebody, but we didn't see it.
And here comes Ant Woodward on the back of Tyler Newitt.
Something happened. Did Tyler just lose that time? Yeah, he did, didn't he, on that spin?
Yeah. Mike does appear to be quite fast around this track, so he's got a fastest time rather than the two people in front of him. So just depends whether he can not crash. Tyler's wild at the minute, isn't he?
Yeah. So Dominic Barnes, who I thought was going to try the undercut, actually pitted and quit.
Ah, right.
So we're now on lap 11. We are in the pit window.
Looks like Marco Lawart is closing in on Ant Woodward.
Yeah, he is, and he's done quite fast laps as well recently. They're very evenly matched, these two, though.
Yeah, they are.
You often see them on the same bit of track.
Yeah,
Marco and Marcus, who are teammates.
Yes. One's in a green one, one's in an orange one.
Yeah, they are both very quick drivers.
Yeah. Ooh, not like that though.
And
that
very
was very
sideways drivers.
Here's Mr. Kloosterman.
Yeah, he's got a commanding 4-second lead at the moment.
Sid cruising along all by himself out there.
Yeah, and like I was saying before, he shares the fastest lap with Mark Duggan, a 1:17.87. And it shows how technical this track is, doesn't it, Bill? When the fast guys are doing 1:17s, nearly 1:18s, and the other end of the field is doing 1:22s.
Really, and you know, you watch Tony go around here, and don't you hate him? I mean, he makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
Honest to God, he does. He makes it look so easy.
I think
a couple of things hot off the press. Stacey has woken up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
And we've also found out that Wayne is an illegal immigrant.
Ah, okay.
So here's that on board with Tony Kloosterman that I wanted. This will show you just how tricky the track is. I'll let you talk us through it, Pete.
Yeah, so you got a bit of wheel spin coming out of the last chicane there. You don't want to hit that inside because it punts you into the wall just here, but you hug the left-hand side here. Avoid that right-hand bit that we saw, was it Marcus at before? Miro, sorry. Take a gear down here, which I've just heard him do. Very careful round this turn. All the walls around here are pure evil. And they seem to magnetise to your car. You can go quite quick through there, but you're shedding speed all the time. You can hear the tyres protesting all the way through. Hug this one because that wall gets very close to you very quick, and you take a massive amount of cut on this one to avoid the wall just there. And then on the gas through the gears, you generally stay higher than the tread line or the worn line through the first bit, and then you've got to be so careful here. So he started braking at the 4 mark, which is what I was trying to do before failing. A little bit of extra curve there. Careful on the gas. Cut the corner a little bit there. You don't get any slowdowns for any of these. On the gas, and then this one does creep up on you somewhat chronic. You've got to get down 4 gears, or 3 gears for the fast guys. Down at 3rd gear to take this one. A little bump, and then cross the line. Dead easy.
Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now try it.
Yeah.
Another crash from Mike Frost somewhere.
He's in the pit apparently.
And that's Anakin with damage there, getting overtaken, I think, by Adam Wright. What we watching?
Oh, and
Woodward. Stacy has cursed him.
Tis but a flesh wound. This is Mike Frost. Why is his car listing down on the right
It looks like he's got a puncture, doesn't he?
I think he's broken his shocks.
wow.
I think he's broken his shock absorbers.
Yeah, he's disconnected.
Right, that was the end of that then.
The right front looks like it's down.
I think he's hit a curb super hard. He's got damage on the right side of his car as well now as the left. We're going to have one of those races where all the cars have got the same sort of damage at the end of the race. So Ant Woodward on his recovery here, lining up Martin Curves, who's got a reasonably unmarked car. His front's caved in a little bit, but...
That's a tricky corner right there. It's so easy to go off there. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Jackson reckons that Ant crashed because Stacey was blowing in his ear. So Marcus Blitz is the first to blink, followed in by Gary Craig.
Marcus might be there a while because he had a bit of damage, didn't he? Gary's car, I'm not going to say it because I'll curse him if I say his car looks good. So
hats off to Gary Craig. He's really taken to this car pretty well, considering he's doing a really good job.
Yeah, he's invested in a lot of practice time in it as well, and we all know that this car's one that you can't just jump in and drive.
And he's driving the one-eyed, one-horned, pied purple people eater.
He is, yeah.
No, the only person
that did that song? Can't remember.
Something silly.
Now, the only person that can arrive and drive that we know of is Clyde Whiting.
I am the arrive and drive king. I can't do practice.
So, we got a massive amount of wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was pretty much him from 2nd to 5th right there.
Yeah, just on the start.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
I'm amazed all those guys funneled through there and they didn't have any contact. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'll find some wood to touch.
Go on.
We're on lap 16, and it is 100% cleaner than last week.
Oh, without a doubt. Oh dear, last week was just bizarre.
Yeah.
I'm sure as a spectacle to watch, it was fascinating, but who we got here? Ant Woodward, who's that?
Tyler's been in and out. Anakin's in.
Miro Hrabsky is still in. Or has he left the session?
No, Miro's still in. I think
Right.
he must be getting damage repaired because most of his car was on the track.
It's true. Tony's just put a lap on...
Dominic Barnes.
Sorry?
I believe it's Dominic Barnes, isn't it?
I thought that was Ivan.
gone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, that was Ivan Bauman's.
Beg your pardon.
Kevin Honorato is in.
I think... oh no. It's just my screen going bonkers.
If you
Marco
want to
Lower.
keep up with the race, guys, you can read the chat. I think Marco just pointed out that Adam Wright is the first guy from all of those that have pitted yet.
Yeah,
Right.
he is. Yeah. Although he's only jumped Marcus.
And now Kevin and Marco.
Yeah, but they were behind him anyway.
Ah, right, okay.
Kevin has come back out of the pits now. Kevin Honorato.
If Adam Wright can get past Stephen Walker, maybe,
Yep.
with his early pit stop.
Yeah, might be it.
Stephen Walker's in now, so we're going to find out very soon.
Yeah, and it didn't look like Adam Wright was that far behind this, so...
No, sure.
Jason McSparron is in as well.
Yeah, we might see the Mailer effect kicking in here, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Coming into the last chicane right here. Yeah, he'll be well past him. Should be.
Depends how long the pit stop lasts for.
And he's still in there for about another 10 seconds.
Right.
It might be closer than we think.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very close, actually.
Here he's coming. Oh, no.
There he
that
goes.
No. I'm sorry, that was the wrong chicane. He's now coming down the front straight.
Yeah, so Stephen
Now he's in
Walker
the turn
gets out
one,
in front, yeah. So Adam has managed to jump Marcus in that pit stop.
Mm-hmm. The top three haven't pitted, they're carrying on.
Yep.
There's the odd one that still hasn't. Martin Kerfs hasn't. And Ivan Bauman's has not visited pit lane yet. But Tony
in.
has, right, okay.
Goes Yancey Lynn.
Tony's in and Yancey Lynn's in. Yep.
Mark Duggan carries on. Let's hope Adam Wright doesn't do too well because he'll be after a pay rise.
Oh, that was close
Wow,
to that barrier,
he
wasn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
He almost kissed that wall. Wow.
He did, and given what we saw of the netcode on Tyler Newitt before, you'd want to avoid everything, wouldn't you?
Aren't you?
So Adam is he's a good 8 seconds, and he behind Stephen Walker.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a lot less than that, to be honest, from where they were on the track. But he's not managed. He's closing it down at the minute, but that might be just because Stephen's on a different bit of track, and the deltas don't necessarily line up all the way around, do they?
I don't know if it's just me, but I seem to have lost a bit of on-track sound.
It's only because we're on blimp cam,
Ah, right, okay.
so we're seeing it from the surface of the moon at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
There you go. Now we're either on
This is going to be quite good going into this section actually on this camera because it'll show the line that you take, or down.
Wow, he
that
is
was a
close
lot
to
of...
that wall.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
So Ivan Bowman's is in.
Gary
Right.
Great,
slipping
going
by.
past Martin Kerfs.
Yeah. That was an overtake for position as well. He's made that look really easy, but
Sure did.
I'm sure it wasn't. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, what's going on here?
That's Dean Flavelle.
Is he just getting out of the way? Or has he done a slow spin? Oh, he got a waggle on.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Slow spin.
Hang on to it. Good lad. Good lad.
Bit bumpy going over those bits
And
as
then the
well.
leader comes round the corner.
Yeah,
Yeah, that looks smooth, doesn't it, Pete? But it's not.
it really isn't. You go flying up in the air if you hit it at pace.
Like washboard bumps.
So, leader's already on lap 20 of 32.
Where does it go? Oh, Gary, keep it on the track. It doesn't take much, or many laps rather, for the tyres to just be absolute mush as well. There's not a great deal of grip around this track at the best of times, and it takes a long time to get the tyres in, but even quicker to overcook them.
And let's be honest, in this car, you're walking on eggs all the time anyway.
Yeah, very true, very true.
So my inside information tells me that Mark can go as long as lap 23 if required.
Right. And my information says that they're going to take on about 5 to 6 gallons, which isn't a great deal, is it?
No, it's not. It's not even enough to take tyres, so be interesting. Well, I can't see anybody not taking tyres.
You'd be insane if you didn't take tyres around this track.
But you're going to be, the fuel's going to be done, and you're still going to be waiting for the tyres.
Yeah. But it'll be worth it. That's the difference.
Gary Craig is pushing hard. Coming up. Whoa!
Oh, and Woodward, don't tank slap into Gary. Oh,
That was a very good
position.
catch. That's a really excellent catch by Ian.
it was. That looked like a one-way ticket at one point.
I thought he was going to be doing a little landscaping there for a minute.
Yeah. So, Mark Duggan, we've not seen a great deal of this car. It's quite a decent paint scheme, that,
Oh,
isn't
that's
it?
what it looks like, huh? Okay.
I'm not 100% sure on his tactics, if I'm honest.
What's he got as a lead at the minute?
Well,
19
he's-
seconds.
Yeah, he's certainly not gonna come out in second.
No, that might end up being
Marco
cool.
Nemela says he thinks he'll come out behind Lynn and close to Walker.
Right.
Now he thinks he's going to be behind Walker.
So we might have to call this the Duggan effect. Of being
However-
too late.
He's going to be on the freshest tyres out there. It's just whether he can do something with them.
Yeah.
Marcus Bletz carries on chasing Adam Wright.
Car behind them is a lap down.
Now that's Ivan Commons.
I think that's... I can't remember now. I was going to say that was Jason McSparrow.
Whoa,
Whoa.
Gary Craig!
That was...
Ian got his position back.
Yeah, that was very similar to how he got it in the first place.
yeah.
Really? Oh!
Oh, get ready. Polishing the side of your car on the barriers isn't the right way to make your car all shiny.
That'll tighten up your sphincter muscles. Wow.
I think Mark Duggan will be in either the end of this lap or the next.
But he's on lap 23 now.
He's in.
Yeah.
That shot was from the nose of Marcus Bletz's car, behind Adam Wright.
I mean, Adam Wright's doing a fantastic job at the minute, isn't he?
He is
really
out there
is,
in
yeah.
5th. And Stephen Walker as well in 4th.
Yeah.
Certainly is.
Yeah, great result so far. But we all know what these Roval courses can be like. You only need one mistake because everything around you is made of concrete. Oh, there we go. Mark
Okay,
Duggan
coming
leaving
back
pit
out.
road. And Marco Namela, you were absolutely, well, slightly wrong because didn't you say you were it was going to be towards Stephen Walker?
That is Stephen Walker.
Yeah, Stephen Walker's in front of him,
Yeah.
but Mark is on the fresh tyres.
He is, and he's clearly very quick, and we should see some very, very fast laps from him now.
And I don't think he can wait too long either. We got 8 laps to go, which isn't a lot of time.
No, he's 1 lap down from his start position.
He needs, really, if he wants that second position back, he needs to make short work of Stephen Walker, and then he's got another 5 seconds to find to get to Yancey Lin.
So he's going to have to really haul the mail.
And who's that in front of Stephen at the minute? Because that'll have to be a back marker, surely.
Yeah, it's not Yancey, is it?
No, no, it's is it Anakin?
Yes, it is.
Stays well out of the way for both
He's
cars.
running well, 14th.
Yep. Given that we're not seeing him before.
First time out against all the crazy people. Pretty good.
Maybe we should drop his stepdad from the team and sign him up.
Andrew would have crashed by now.
He would have rage quit by now, wouldn't he? Yeah.
Listen to me saying that.
Yeah, at least you crash and carry on, though.
Oh, I do, yeah. I endure the pain and the humiliation for a lot longer.
And in all due respect, the Aussies, you know, when they're doing this time slot, it's like the middle of the night for those guys, you know, so it's a lot different.
Don't give them excuses, Bill.
Okay.
Whoa, Stephen Walker's so close to that barrier
They
again.
were both. I'm waiting for one of those cars to hit that and bounce out about 10 feet.
I know, yeah. Oh, that's a lot of curb, Mark.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, right at the moment, Mark Duggan's not exactly having an easy time getting up with Stephen Walker.
No, and there's a bit on the chat about him catching Yancey Lin or not being able to, and I think the chat, whoever it was that said that, I think it was Marco Namela, is absolutely right. He's not making the biggest inroads into Stephen Walker at the minute.
No, I know it. And,
I know he's got to get his tyres up to temperature, up to temperature, but even then, you think he'd be banging the moves in good and early. This is going to get very, very tasty.
Hold
I didn't expect that to happen, though. He's caught that really well, to be fair.
You know what? He was out on that blue line. I think that was slick. I think that's where he lost it.
I think he's going to have to give up that position in the next 2 corners because Marcus is going to have a better line. Oh, no, maybe not. Thought Marcus would be able to capitalise on him being offline, but wasn't the case.
Where he lost it was quite handy, wasn't it? Because it naturally straightened up on a defensive line.
Yes, yeah. Mark's still not managing to get on his back bumper, is he?
Got a little closer than he
Whoa,
was.
yes,
Hang on.
Oh,
That was a massive amount of wheel spin. He's good through there. He was good through there in the last lap as well. Oh, dear. Oh, that's wall.
little spark there.
Yeah. Going for the showman effect. Bit of sparks, bit of fire. That was a massive waggle he got going across the line.
Certainly.
I don't know how he managed to corner at that speed. Chop the front off Stephen's car.
Not exactly a big boulevard through there either.
No, it's not.
I think
He's
he will
pulling away a
drive
little bit.
away, yeah. And what's he got? He's got just nearly 7 seconds to Yancey Lin.
That is a big gap. That is
We're about to start lap 28.
of what? 35? Did you say?
32.
32. So no, there's not a lot. Nowhere near enough laps.
Better hope Yancey makes a mistake or something, because I don't think he's going to be able to get there.
So pitting late did him no favours whatsoever, did it?
No, not really. Probably stayed out a bit too long.
Adam Wright continues to hold off Marcus Blett at the moment.
You know,
He's
Adam
coming.
Wright does this job of positioning his car in the right spot. I've been watching him. He's really good at that.
Yeah, and Kevin Honorato, as we've got on screen now, is closing on the pair of them.
Yep.
Now, there's a good battle in the championship between Kevin and Marco Lewert. And there's 2 places between them at the moment, which is another 10 points or so in Kevin's favour.
Yeah, Marco's back in 9th. Kevin's in 7th.
He'll be fancying another 2 positions, though, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
He's got 3 laps to do it.
I'm sure Marcus will fight him to help his teammate out, though. His teammate at the moment is in sort of no man's land in 9th. Tyler Newitt 11 seconds in front of him, and Woodward 14 seconds behind him. I've lost everything again.
Yep, as have I.
Me too. I'm looking at a sign of a network that doesn't exist anymore. Speed.
There we go.
Must be
Okay, we're back.
one of Sam's dodgy cameras.
Maybe there was a girl over there or something. I don't know.
Not only one.
And the Phantom voice comes out of the bag.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Kevin Honorato, if he had a few more laps, he'd be right up to these guys easily.
Yeah, he's running out of laps though, unfortunately.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's got 4 more.
4. They show 2, 3.
3.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, Tony's now on lap 30.
That's. Sorry, I was wondering whether my screen was wrong or something. Oh, Tony is racing. There he is.
Yeah.
Haven't seen much of him. He's like run away with it.
No, normally we get lots of coverage of Tony, sideways, backwards,
Trading paint with somebody.
down.
I'm sure it's a welcome change from last week. He had a rough week last week.
Mm.
He was not real happy about the goings on last Friday night.
And there was a few people who disagreed with what they saw. This is on now though, look. Marcus has caught Adam
Yes, he has.
properly this time, and Kevin's closing in quicker. He may have enough time to do these two if he can
You never know.
get some good launches out of these corners.
Coming on.
Yancey Lin has taken 2 seconds out of Tony Kloosterman. So I don't know whether Tony's got a problem or he's just, I don't know, fuel saving, taking it easy. What?
Yeah, I would assume Tony is taking it easy, avoiding those curbs. their last lap was almost identical.
Right. Oh yeah, there's only 300ths in it.
Obviously, if Tony is catching any traffic, he's going to be giving them a wide berth, making sure that they know that he's there. It's his to throw away now, so it's a wise old head on them shoulders.
Sure is, yep.
Yeah, we saw him a few weeks ago, just purposefully staying behind people while they had their own fight. So this is very much on now. Kevin Honorato.
Wow.
Yeah,
Marcus Blitz.
this will play into Adam's hands.
I won't mind this at all.
These start going at it. White flag for the leader.
Wow.
These guys aren't far from that. Oh, Kevin.
Whoa!
He came off the gas and didn't overtake.
He's gonna get him.
I have no idea which one's on the best line for this corner. I'm going to guess Marcus, obviously. Kevin's desperate.
Whoa!
Oh, now that's going to be
a slowdown.
That is really going to be.
I think
a
that's
slowdown.
an error. Yeah.
Did they both get a slowdown?
I don't think so. Kevin got
Did
it
any of them
stopped.
get a slowdown?
Well, even if you did get a slowdown, you're going to get a black flag, right? Which you have to serve in 3 laps.
Yeah,
He's only got 3 laps, so he's just going to carry on driving.
No, but he'll get a time penalty at the end.
Oh, he will, won't he? That's right.
Nah, you can't get away with it like that, unfortunately.
Ooh, what's going on here? Stephen
Oh,
Walker
that's-
and Mark
Walker
Duggan.
having a go back at Mark Duggan. Tony Klusterman's about to come across the line.
Yeah.
And he's done it.
Well-earned victory for Canadian Tony Klusterman.
I
Yankee
think we have
Lynn
fireworks
in
going.
second.
I think I hear fireworks.
Yeah, find the fireworks, Sam. Never mind the cars. Let's look at the pretty lights. No, I can't see them. There they
Oh,
are.
there they are. Okay.
Okay, so we're still waiting for cars to finish at the moment.
By the way, in real life, Charlotte Speedway is a beautiful facility. If anybody gets a chance to go to a race there, they should do it. It's a beautiful place.
It's another one on my bucket list.
And right across the street is the dirt track from at Charlotte, which is also very nice.
Yeah, I like racing around that.
Yep, that's where the World of Outlaws and Big Block Modifieds have their year-end finale World Series or whatever they call it.
Mm.
Okay, do you want to run us through the finishing order, Pete?
Yeah, sure. So our victor, and taking all the spoils home, is Tony Klusterman tonight. In second was Yancey Lynn. In third was Mark Duggan. Stephen Walker was in fourth. Adam Wright in fifth. What a good drive that is. Marcus Blitz in sixth. Kevin Honorato in seventh. Tyler Newitt finished eighth. Ninth was Marco Loert. 10th was Ant Woodward, after hitting most of the furniture. 11th was Gary Craig. That's a good result. Kevin Duell in 12th. Martin Kerfs, the first time we've seen him out, in 13th. Anakin Daly Stevenson doing very well in 14th. 4 positions up from where he started. Dean Flavel in 15th. 16th was Jason McSparron. Still haven't got that name wrong, which is good, for me at least. 17th is Ivan Bauman's. Miro Hrazky ended up 18th after a world of repairs. And then did not finish, but laps down. Michael Frost in 19th. Dominic Barnes in 20th. 21st was Kent Soroto, but I don't think he started, and nor did Juan Lopez Ripoll.
Okay, so let's get the interview started and let's bring our race victor in, Tony Klusterman.
Afternoon there, Clyde.
Good afternoon. Now, I obviously am going to take all the credit for this win. After sending you a message today to tell you that you was due a win, but that must have felt good after last week. Pole position, led from the start, and drove away from everybody.
It did, but it was a little empty. You know, we were missing a lot of guys today, and I especially missed Wayne Sanderson because we've been fighting for the unofficial championship there, and I was really hoping that he would have been there today.
Yeah, unfortunately, Wayne is butt naked on a beach in Greece.
Oh well, you know, that's a good alternative.
But yeah, you dominated around there, Tony. What was the secret?
Well, basically, I just drove the track. Didn't try very hard. Actually, seems that the less throttle you put around this track, the faster you are. So, it's a different style of driving on this track for sure. And there's a lot of elevation changes and track surface changes. That last piece going into the last chicane is very, very uneven pavement. Actually caused me to do a drive-through there the one time because I just couldn't get stopped. So it is a difficult track. It's one that you need to really be smooth around.
Yeah, but I don't know. A great addition to the calendar, I think. It's you know, with the monster car killing curbs and things like that. Like you say, you've got to drive the track. You can't just throw the car about and hope for the best, because it'll come back and bite you on the bum.
Yeah, that's a great point. This is a track that you have to drive to finish. If you drive it to win it, you're going to put it into a wall, or you're going to hit one of those big turtle curbs, and they can do an awful lot of damage.
Okay, well, before we let you go, Tony, anybody you'd like to thank?
Simsport, Never Quit Racing, our team, obviously, Race Tech for sponsoring our main league on Saturdays. If anybody's interested in running the V8s, it's a great league, and I believe we're racing at Okayama tomorrow, and then Race Tech for sponsoring our main league. So thanks to you guys for the broadcast, and have a great day.
Yeah, well, congratulations on your win, Tony, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you very much. Take care, guys.
So that was Tony Kloosterman. I'm going to bring in Yancey Lynn for you, Pete, our second place finisher.
Good evening, Yancey Lynn. How are you doing after your second place finish?
I'm very happy that I finally had a good start going, though I kind of used a little bit aids there.
Yeah. You got a lot of wheel spin off the start, didn't you? You dropped back from second to fifth. Easily done in this car, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've done it so many times, and even this time with anti-stall clutch assist on, I still managed to do it.
And you had a very eventful race, getting past, was it Marcus Bletz, and then Stephen Walker, you managed to get through as well. And then you must have felt like you were gifted a position when Mark Duggan took so long to pit his car and ended up behind you.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised. I thought he maybe doesn't know that this car changed tire and do fuel at the same time. I mean, he pit so late. I can't figure out what he's doing.
Yeah, any other standout moments for you in that race?
I'm just really glad that I finally have a good finish.
Yeah.
And I had a good start that didn't really cause any trouble. I mean, previous race, I usually wheel spin a lot and end up like maybe cars going 3 wide into first turn and just chaotic. I mean, I just don't want to use the aids because, you know, sim racing. But yeah, I mean, it's already to a point that I start ruining others' race. Yeah, just good clean race for me, despite that little error on the start.
Yeah, it was a minor error, and the best thing to do with this car is put it as far up the grid as you can, and avoid any of the chaos that happens behind you.
Indeed.
Not that I know much about that. I'm just going to get that in before Clyde does. So is Charlotte Roval one of your favourite tracks, or is it new to you in this car?
I'll say I'm quite familiar with this track because I've done multiple racing, Global Master Cup, and I mean it's just a track that really needs a lot of time to get used to it. Just need to keep the lines like very round. You know, it's a little bit hard to explain it. So on the infield, the double right-handers, you have to treat them as one turn to have the best line and the speed through it. I think maybe Tony was not very familiar with this track. That's why he's not godlike as usual today.
Yeah, it's been great to watch you race. You're always very interesting to watch. And it's good for you to get a result that matches your speed. And it's great to get you in the interview booth as well. So congratulations. Is there anybody you'd like to thank before we let you go?
I mean, I have to thank you guys for doing the broadcast, and I really can't think of anyone.
Okay, you don't have to. No pressure.
Thanks for all the lopped cars letting me buy cleanly. I think Tony might have some issue with that and ended up losing a couple seconds. I think that'll be it.
Right, okay, well, thank you very much. Yancey Lin, our second place finisher.
Thank you.
Okay, it was good to hear from Yancey there. Be nice to see him in the Race Tech Cup as well.
It would, yeah. He's a very, very capable driver,
He
isn't he?
certainly is, yeah. So next we're going to bring in our 10th place finisher, Ant Woodward. Welcome to the booth.
Evening.
Now, there's one burning question that I need to ask.
Here we go.
We was saying how well you was going, and then all of a sudden, crash bang wallop, you smashed the side of your car up just after it seemed that Stacey woke up. So was there something going on in the Woodward house that we need to know about that made you crash?
No.
Anything you'd like to admit to?
No, nothing.
Stacey didn't catch you in her underwear or something like that? Startled you?
Oh, that? Oh, no, that's that.
Joking aside, 10th place. What do you think to that? And are you happy that you survived the track? Do you think you could have been further up, or was that better than expected?
Sort of seeded 6th by iRacing, so I would have liked to have been up there, but considering the amount of times I hit the wall, I'm just happy to finish somewhere, and top 10's all right, I suppose.
Well, we see you have a couple of moments, and obviously the one big one. But apart from that, there was some good battles going on. You and Gary Craig was one that springs to mind. You had a massive Code Brown in front of Gary. Gary got past. Then Gary returned the favour and had a Code Brown, and you got past him again. So that must have been a fun little battle for you.
Yeah, it always is. I mean, after that happened, we kept having moments, and the gap was going bigger and smaller. So, even after that, the run to the finish was very interesting with Gary. Part of it was learning to drive a different car because I'd smashed it about so much. But I actually had 2 moments exactly the same. That big moment. I did that twice.
And did you hit the wall the second time as well?
Yes, exactly the same.
I think we may have missed that one. I don't know, but we certainly caught one of them. So we won't spare your blushes. But good drive from you, Anne. Before we let you go, anybody you'd like to thank?
Thank you. You guys for doing the broadcast. Stacey and Evie, the team Never Quit Racing, and the team sponsors Simmobility. Cheers.
Excellent. Well, thanks for joining us in the booth. Our 10th place finisher, Ant Woodward.
Thank you.
And obviously, the waited till I binned Ant there, but the thanks he forgot was Stacey for lending him her underwear.
I've
So,
heard that's a regular Friday night in the
yeah, I think it was probably a bit tight, and
Woodward House.
that's why he crashed.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will bring our teammate in and a friend of yours, our 11th place finisher, Mr. Gary Craig. Over to you, Pete.
Gary, you managed to get around without anybody hitting you or many of the walls hitting you. I think you only brushed one, didn't you?
I did. I got a 0x on the exit of the last chicane.
Yeah,
What was it that Clyde called me last time? Pinball wizard? Well, I think I think last time I was more like the pinball itself. I feel like a wizard for having got around there tonight.
Yeah, there was all sorts going on in front of you and behind you. Nothing like the dramas of last week, it has to be said. But you looked really quick at first, and a lot of people disappeared like past you backwards. And then other people came through the field past you. Were you just trying to play a safe race and get to the finish?
Kind of. I didn't feel particularly quick at the start. Actually, I just didn't pick up much speed. Mike Frost was out in front of me, got past, and he was going really well before he pulled over. I don't know what happened there. And then, I was just trying to keep it out of the walls. And then after the pit, for whatever reason, time just dropped by about a second a lap. I was flying. So God knows, maybe I'm going to pit earlier.
Pitting early was the way to go, it seems. So Adam Wright picked up a couple of positions by pitting early, and Mark Duggan lost quite a lot of positions by pitting too late. It seems like the Nemela effect is still at play here.
Yeah,
and I think where you pitted was probably about right, to be fair.
Yeah, I did feel my tyres were getting a bit old towards the end, so that was about right. Kevin was catching right up on me and then pitted behind me, but I came out and I'd gained about 3 seconds in the pits on him, so either I just had a better entry or got the feel right or something. But yeah, it was about right.
Yeah, and how did you tackle the curbs, or did you just avoid them?
Yeah, avoid them.
Just don't hit them.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah, Alan was on the chat. Just so you know.
Yeah, he sent me a text there saying that it looked quick and hard tonight.
Yeah, sounds just like me, to be honest.
You heard that one before.
You must have all had your special tablets tonight, guys.
Yeah, Glad takes two. So, is Charlotte Roval a track that you like, or is this the first time you've driven this horrible car around it?
I didn't like the old version. I could never get the hang of it, and I've been away from iRacing for so long that this is a brand new version to me. I think me and you, Pete, did a couple of laps in it in a MX-5, dodging some F1 cars during week 13, but other than those 5 laps, that's it. So,
right.
And I'm not a big fan of it. I'm never a fan of any of those kind of oval tracks, because for whatever reason, I get a sore side by turning left too often.
That's crazy.
So,
well, I think 11th place, just outside the top 10, is a really good result given the people that have turned up tonight. Anybody you'd like to have a shout out to before we let you go?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I first started, I think it's about my 8th race I've done. When I first started doing this, I saw kind of Ant and Kevin, who I was racing with tonight, as kind of my target for getting to that top 10. So actually to be battling there was really good tonight. So nice one to Ant there. It was very much a game of not making the mistake. Just between the two of us, swap positions a couple of times. So that was good fun. And then pressure from Kevin behind was good. And then, of course, got to thank my brother who's watching. And then Elvis and the girls, who a couple of weeks ago made some posters for me, encouraging me not to crash into the wall. I believe they posted that onto the Twitter for you guys. So thanks to them as well if they're watching.
Yeah, that must have worked.
It did. I didn't crash.
Right. Well, congratulations. 11th place is a massive achievement around here. So, well done.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so that was Gary Craig. So that's our interviews over for tonight. Quick race recap from the guys, starting with me. I think dominant from Tony Kloosterman. Nice to see Yancey Lin get the result that his speed deserves for a change. Sorry. shout out to Stephen Walker and Adam Wright, 4th and 5th place finishers. They did really, really well. And also Gary for getting up there into 11th. And newcomer Anakin as well for finishing 14th. So it's not an easy track. It's a track that certainly, shall we say, puts the cat amongst the pigeons. And we see that from some drivers tonight that just got too much damage and had to quit. Pete, what did you think?
I thought it was an infinitely cleaner race than last time out. Which you probably wouldn't expect given the amount of concrete that's around this track that can jump out at you at any given moment. Tony did a fantastic job of starting with the lead, maintaining his lead, and then managing everything, his tyres, his petrol, etc. A great result from Tony Kloosterman. Yancey Lin, I think, could have been even closer to him by the end if he hadn't got the little bit of wheel spin, because losing those positions at the start, it's like a rolling roadblock to him, I think. Dirty air in this car doesn't really go together, does it, if you're not travelling in a straight line? But ultimately, what I'd take away from this is a whole load of fantastic driving. This place can be carnage because of the walls, the lack of traction, the massive, I think Tony calls them turtle curves. And he's absolutely right. You hit those things and you are airborne with damage. I think everybody's done a fantastic job tonight. It's been more exciting for me than last time out, because it's for the right reasons.
Yeah, definitely. And Bill, what do you think of this race and this track?
Well, I think Pete covered a lot of it. I was very surprised that there wasn't more problems, more wall hitting and stuff. But hats off to the drivers. All of them did a really good job avoiding all the landmines and the mortars and everything else that can happen out there. And Tony Kloosterman, class act gentleman. It was impressive to hear that his comments about driving easier makes it faster. I mean, it's a hard thing to comprehend, but boy, he showed that tonight. He did an excellent job. And, Mark Duggan did an excellent job as well. We didn't mention him. I think he pitted a little late, but, hindsight's 20/20, but still did a great job. He ran second most of the night. And, of course, Yancey Lin, you've mentioned that finally he got a good result, and it was nice to have an interview with him. And, of course, to all the rest of the guys, tremendous job. Gary Craig has taken this car very well. Did a great 11th place finish with virtually no damage, and Pete didn't give him any, announcer's curse, so he made it through without any scars. So I was surprised, but yet it was a really wonderful race. And like Pete said, for the right reasons, it was really a good race. So we can take another one of those. Wouldn't bother me in the least.
And Sam, final thoughts on the race from you?
I don't know if you remember the first time the NASCAR came to this Roval configuration, the big crash they had on a restart, where they all ended up in the first hole on the first corner.
I was Chase Elliott start.
Yeah, exactly. It was Chase, the first one.
Yeah,
and I was expecting this from the first
the lead
lap
as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. From the first row or something, and I was expecting that for the first lap of this race, and it didn't happen. That's really cool. It shows how good the drivers are from the back to the front of the row. It was a great race. If we had these races every week, I would sing up right away. That was very cool, very entertaining. Thanks to all the guys that raced today.
Okay, so that is week 12 from the iRacing official Supercar Series. Friday night European Strength of Field race done and dusted. Excuse me. What else have we got coming up for you? So tomorrow night we are in Racetech V8 ESC Cup action, back in these cars again, with 3 super sprint races from Okayama in Japan. So if anybody was driving tonight watching this broadcast, or anybody that's just watching the broadcast, if you want to get involved, we have got places left on the grid. Drop me a message and we will get you in. Sunday, we are in the UK, in Norfolk, at the Snetterton 300 track for the media day of the Virtual Racing Association Grand Touring Club Cup. So GT3 action for you. On Wednesday, we have the final round of the BSTV GT4 TCR series, and we're back at this track at Charlotte again. So we've seen how the V8s handle it. Let's see how the GT4s and TCRs handle it. And then next Friday, we have the final meeting of this season for these guys in the official racing. And I believe that is from the magnificent, one of my favourite tracks, Road America. So plenty coming up on Backfire Simsport TV. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're all over social media. We're on Facebook and Insta, whatever it is, and this, that, and the other. And talk to Sam. He knows all about that rubbish. Anyway, it's time for us to close the broadcast. I've been Clyde Whiting. I'd like to thank Pete, Bill, and Sam for being with me tonight. Thanks to all the drivers that turned up. Thanks to everybody that watches, and especially the ones that comment as we go along during the evening. It's always very interesting to find out what you think the tactics are that are going on. And we will catch you again tomorrow night. So it's good night from me.
And a good evening from me. I hope to see you tomorrow night.
Good night, everybody. Thanks to my colleagues, to the all the drivers that showed up, did a magnificent job, put on a great show. And, of course, our subscribers and viewers, we really appreciate it. Hope we see you out tomorrow night as well.
And thanks for watching, everybody, and see you tomorrow.
And finally, don't forget the merch store. We've got stuff on there. People are buying it. Don't get left out. It will be the latest fashion craze, and in a few years, it will be worth a fortune. So get spending. Good night, everybody.